VH1 reality show Love and Hip Hop is facing drug trafficking charges here in Rochester. He and two other men from New York City are accused of being a pipeline of almost $2.5 million of heroin.
The internet is on fire tonight as new reports claim that Yandy Smith has walked out on Mendeecees Harris, all because of one unbelievable gift. According to buzzing rumors across social media and fan pages, Mendeecees allegedly gifted a luxurious house to none other than Erica Mena, sparking a wave of outrage that's now turned into a full-blown legal storm. Fans are calling it the betrayal. Nobody saw coming, while insiders hint that this shocking move could mark the end of Yandy and Mendeecees' long-standing love story. It all began when whispers started circulating that Mendeecees had been quietly spending time with Erica under the guise of business. But what no one expected was for those meetings to end with a real estate surprise that would rock the entire Love and Hip Hop universe. As news of the alleged gift broke, Yandy's reaction reportedly went from disbelief to fury. Sources close to the couple say she packed her bags and walked out, refusing to even hear his explanation. Now, rumors are swirling that Yandy isn't just walking away emotionally, she's taking things to court. And what's unfolding might become one of the most dramatic showdowns in reality TV history. The story began quietly, almost too quietly, in a season that was supposed to be about peace and rebuilding. Yandy had been talking in interviews about balance, about healing her marriage, about finding herself again after years of being the strong one. She had started doing motivational events, giving advice to other women on love and boundaries. And it seemed like everything was finally aligning for her. But behind the calm, something darker was brewing, something no one saw coming. It started with a few rumors floating around social media, small posts that people scrolled past without thinking much. A fan claimed they saw Mendeecees and Erica Mena together at a high-end real estate office in Atlanta. Another claimed they spotted them at a dinner that looked far too personal for two people who were supposedly just friends. Yandy ignored the noise at first. She had heard things before, stories spun by blogs that fed on gossip. But this time the whispers didn't die down, they grew louder. According to sources close to the family, Yandy's first sign that something was off came from a conversation she overheard by accident. Mendeecees had been on the phone, his tone calm but careful, talking about paperwork, closing dates, and keys. At first, she thought it was another business deal. They had investments in properties before. But when she later asked about it, his answer was vague too. Vague. Just handling something for a friend, he said. It might have ended there, if not for what happened next. A few days later, Yandy received a message from someone she didn't know, a woman who claimed she worked at the real estate firm where Mendeecees had been seen. The message was short, but enough to stop Yandy in her tracks. "You deserve to know he just finalized a house in Erica Mena's name." For a moment, she couldn't breathe. She read it over and over again, hoping she misunderstood. Erica Mena. The same Erica who had a history of drama with nearly everyone in the love and hip-hop circle. The same Erica who once accused Yandy of being too fake on camera. Yandy didn't want to believe it. She closed her phone, tried to push it out of her mind, but her gut told her there was more. That night, while Mendeecees was out, she decided to check for herself. In their shared office, tucked in a drawer he usually kept locked, she found a folder labeled with a name she didn't expect. Inside, there were copies of documents, property transfers, receipts, and a congratulatory note from a realtor. The buyer's name was Mendeecees Harris. The recipient listed was Erica Mena. Her heart sank. She sat there, staring at the papers, her mind racing through every conversation, every smile, every reassurance he had given her. For years, she had stood by him through everything: his legal troubles, his time away, the rebuilding phase afterward. She had carried the family, raised their kids, defended his name when everyone else doubted him. And now he had bought another woman a house. When Mendeecees came home that night, the air in the house was thick with silence. He noticed it immediately. "What's wrong?" he asked, his voice soft but wary. Yandy didn't answer right away. She just handed him the folder. "You tell me," she said. He looked at it, and for a split second, Smithe's expression changed just enough for her to know it was true. "It's not what you think," he started, but she cut him off before he could finish. "Then tell me exactly what it is," she said, her voice trembling. What followed wasn't shouting neat, was worse than that. It was quiet, heavy, and filled with the kind of hurt that words can't fix. Mendeecees tried to explain that the gift was a business gesture, that Erica was going through something and he wanted to help her out. But Yandy wasn't buying it. "A business gesture? A whole house?" she said, staring at him in disbelief. "You couldn't even tell me." He ran his hand over his face, pacing back and forth, searching for something that would make it sound reasonable, but nothing did. The damage was already done. Over the next few days, things got worse. Friends began calling, texts started coming in, and soon blogs picked up the story. Screenshots of supposed property records started circulating online. And hashtags like #EricaGiftHouse and #YandyWalksOut began trending. Fans were shocked, some defending Yandy, others calling it all a publicity stunt. But for Yandy, this wasn't TV. This was her real life falling apart in front of everyone. Her best friend Kimbella reportedly came over that night, trying to calm her down. "You need to breathe," she told Yandy. But Yandy wasn't having it. "I stood by him when everyone told me not to. And this is how he repays me," she said, her eyes full of tears she refused to let fall. Meanwhile, Mendeecees seemed caught between guilt and denial. He started avoiding cameras, skipping appearances, and refusing to answer any questions about the situation. But silence only made things worse. Fans began to speculate that there was more to the story, that maybe this wasn't just about a house. Maybe there was something deeper, something emotional. The tension reached a breaking point one evening when Yandy walked into their home, saw Mendeecees sitting on the couch scrolling through his phone, and simply said, "I can't do this anymore." There was no shouting, no Sinja's quiet finality. She picked up her bag, walked past him, and out the door. That single act set off a chain reaction. By morning, gossip sites were flooded with headlines about Yandy leaving. Some said she moved in with her mom for a while. Others claimed she checked into a hotel to clear her head. Whatever the truth, one thing was clear: this wasn't going away anytime soon. Behind the scenes, people close to Yandy began to whisper that she wasn't just thinking about walking away. Emotionally, she was talking to her legal team. Because if the rumors about financial documents were true, she might have grounds for a lawsuit. It wasn't just about betrayal anymore. It was about money, trust, and reputation. And in the world of reality TV, where every emotion becomes entertainment, this one felt painfully real in the days that followed. Yandy's silence became louder than any statement she could have made. She stayed off social media completely, a rare move for someone whose life had always been so public. Fans noticed immediately. Her absence sparked endless questions. Was she okay? Where was she staying? And most importantly, was the rumor about the house true? Meanwhile, Mendeecees tried to control the narrative. A close source claimed he reached out to a few blog pages privately, insisting the story was being blown out of proportion. "People always twist things," he reportedly told one outlet. "It was never like that with Erica. The house wasn't a gift, it was an investment opportunity." But the problem was, no one believed it anymore. The paperwork Yandy had found and the fact that Erica herself hadn't denied the rumor made things worse. Erica, on her end, seemed to enjoy the attention. She posted a photo standing in front of what fans swore was the same house in question, with a cryptic caption, "Some blessings don't need to be explained." That one post was enough to reignite the fire. Comments exploded. Fans flooded her page with accusations, tagging Yandy and Mendeecees in every thread. "You really took her man's money," one fan wrote. Another said, "This is messy even for you, Erica." But Erica didn't delete a single comment. She just left him there, letting the drama feed itself. Inside Yandy's circle, emotions were running high. Her friends were angry not just at Mendeecees, but at the disrespect of it all. They couldn't understand how he could cross a line like that after everything Yandy had sacrificed. She held him down for years, one friend told a gossip blogger. And now he's out here buying houses for another woman. It's insane. But Yandy wasn't looking for sympathy. She was focused. For the first time in a long time, she wasn't reacting emotionally. She was thinking strategically. She met quietly with her lawyer, a woman she'd worked with before on business deals. The meeting, according to insiders, lasted several hours. When she came out, she looked calm but determined. Something had shifted. The next morning, Mendeecees tried calling her, but she didn't answer. Instead, he received an official notice at his office of preliminary legal filing. Word spread fast that Yandy had taken legal action, though no one knew exactly what the lawsuit was about yet. Some said it was financial, tied to assets they owned together. Others speculated it was about emotional distress or misuse of marital funds. Whatever it was serious enough to get his attention. That evening, he showed up at her mother's house unannounced. Cameras weren't around this time. There was no production crew, no lights, just the people facing the wreckage of what used to be love. When Yandy opened the door, her expression was unreadable. "We need to talk," he said quietly. She hesitated, then stepped aside just enough for him to come in. They sat at the dining table. It's the same one where they'd once celebrated birthdays and family dinners. The silence was thick. "You really took this to court?" he finally asked. Yandy looked him straight in the eyes. "You really bought another woman a house?" she replied. He sighed, rubbing his temples. "You're twisting it, Jan. It wasn't like that." She laughed bitterly. "Oh, so now I'm twisting it. You think I don't know what a transfer document looks like? You think I can't read your signature?" For a moment, he didn't respond. Then he said, "I was trying to help someone out. Erica's going through things you don't know about." Yandy's eyes widened. "Help? You can help a friend without buying them a roof over their head, Mendeecees. You help by advice, not by gifting property." Her voice trembled, but she kept her composure. Years of holding herself together on camera had taught her that. She stood up slowly and said, "You've made your choice. Now I'm making mine." And with that, she walked away, leaving him sitting there in silence. Outside, paparazzi were already waiting. Somehow, word of his visit had leaked. Flashing cameras surrounded his car as he left, shouting questions about the lawsuit. About Erica, about whether he and Yandy were officially over. He didn't say a word, but his expression said enough. By the weekend, the internet had gone wild. Major gossip outlets picked up the story, each one adding their own twist. Some claimed Mendeecees was trying to reconcile. Others said Erica was flaunting the situation just to get attention. The love and hip-hop fan base was split down the middle. Half of them demanded Yandy know her worth, while the other half accused her of being dramatic. But deep down, most fans could sense that this wasn't just another celebrity stunt. This one cut deep at the same time. Mendeecees began losing endorsements. A men's fashion brand he worked with quietly paused their collaboration. And a few event organizers pulled back invitations. Public opinion was turning fast, and Yandy's silence made her look like the victim, while his image took the hit. Erica, on the other hand, doubled down on her posts. She uploaded a new video of herself walking through a lavish living room, thanking those who believed in her. Fans instantly recognized the decor from earlier clips that matched the rumored house. The comments were brutal, but Erica seemed unfazed. One insider claimed she was enjoying the chaos because it kept her name in the blogs. "Erica knows exactly what she's doing," the insider said. "The more people talk, the more she wins." As the noise grew louder, Yandy decided to make her first move publicly. She posted a short video message, no fancy production, just her in a hoodie, looking calm but strong. "When people show you who they are, believe them," she said. "Silence isn't weakness, it's power." The video went viral instantly. Fans flooded the comments with support, calling her an inspiration, praising her for keeping her dignity. That same night, Mendeecees finally broke his silence on Instagram Live. He looked tired, frustrated, and defensive. "Y'all think you know everything," he said. "Half the stuff y'all reading online is fake. I didn't cheat. I didn't do nothing wrong." But his words didn't match the energy. People in the comments didn't believe him. They demanded proof, screenshots, anything. He ended the live abruptly after just a few minutes, muttering, "I can't do this no more." The following morning, Yandy's lawyer filed additional paperwork escalating the legal action. What started as whispers of betrayal had now become a full-scale court battle. One that would drag their personal lives into the public eye once again. Behind the scenes, both families were worried. Yandy's mother reportedly told friends she hadn't seen her daughter this hurt in years. Mendeecees' relatives tried to reach out, hoping to calm things down, but the trust was gone. What had begun as a rumor about a house had turned into a battle of pride. Loyalty and love lost in plain sight. Days turned into weeks. And what began as whispers on social media had now transformed into a full-scale spectacle. The entire love and hip-hop fan base seemed divided, camps forming on every side. On one end, there were those who supported Yandy unconditionally, praising her strength and self-respect. On the other, a smaller but louder group defended Mendeecees, insisting that people were judging too fast without hearing his side. But underneath all the chatter, something deeper was unraveling. Not just a relationship, but an empire built on trust, loyalty, and a carefully maintained public image. Yandy had always been known as the poised one, the woman who held it together when everyone else fell apart. But this time, even she struggled to keep her composure. The betrayal had shaken her confidence, not only as a wife but as a businesswoman and public figure. Every meeting she attended, every phone call she took, carried a silent tension. People spoke to her more gently now, as though she were fragile, and she hated that. She didn't want pity. She wanted justice. Behind closed doors, Yandy's lawyer began dissecting the case piece by piece. According to insiders, the argument wasn't just about emotional betrayal, it was about finances. If Mendeecees had used shared funds or assets tied to their joint ventures to buy that house, Yandy could legally claim it as a violation of trust. Her legal team was digging deep, gathering evidence, cross-referencing property transactions, and preparing documents that could expose everything. Meanwhile, Erica Mena continued to stir the pot in her usual unapologetic fashion. She appeared at an event wearing a diamond necklace that fans claimed Yandy had been spotted in months ago. When questioned about the situation, Erica smirked and simply said, "People need to stop believing everything they read. But if I did get a house, that's between me and my blessings." Her tone was smug. Her words calculated. She knew exactly how to get under Yandy's skin without saying much at all. That one statement went viral overnight. Talk shows, gossip blogs, and fan podcasts dissected every syllable. Some claimed Erica's arrogance proved her guilt. Others argued she was just trolling for attention. Either way, her name was everywhere again. And Mendeecees' reputation continued to crumble under the weight of speculation. Mendeecees, for his part, had gone quiet. Friends described him as distracted, barely showing up to meetings or shoots. Those close to him said he looked lost, like a man who had realized too late that he'd underestimated the consequences. He tried calling Yandy multiple times, but every message went unanswered. One night, he reportedly showed up at her office hoping to talk, but security stopped him at the door. "She doesn't want to see you," they told him. That rejection, witnesses said, hit him harder than he expected. Despite everything, there was still a part of him that believed he could fix it. That if he could just explain things the right way, Yandy might soften. But Yandy wasn't in the mood for explanations anymore. She was preparing for battle. A week later, both were seen arriving separately at the courthouse. Paparazzi swarmed them as if it were a red carpet event. Yandy, dressed in a sleek black outfit with sunglasses, kept her head high, ignoring the flashing cameras. Mendeecees, in a plain gray suit, looked uneasy but determined. They didn't exchange a word as they entered the building. But the tension between them was palpable. Inside, the atmosphere was heavy. Though details of the hearing weren't immediately made public, Sources revealed that Yandy's team presented evidence of financial misconduct, property transactions, signed authorizations, and statements suggesting that joint business funds were used without her consent. Mendeecees' team countered, arguing it was all a misunderstanding, claiming the purchase was purely an investment made in partnership. But what shocked everyone wasn't the legal language. It was what came next. Someone in the courtroom leaked that Yandy's lawyers had discovered additional transactions, possibly connected to Erica and another undisclosed individual. The revelation reportedly caused visible tension. Mendeecees' expression shifted immediately, while Erica, who wasn't present, became the talk of the hallway gossip. When Yandy left the courthouse that day, she didn't speak to reporters, but her calm, confident stride said everything. Later that night, she posted a single message on social media: "Transparency is power." The post instantly became the most liked and shared thing she had posted in months. Fans flooded the comments, calling her the definition of grace under pressure. On the other side, Mendeecees' world was unraveling. Business partners began distancing themselves. Brand opportunities started fading, and even some friends chose to stay quiet. The once power couple had become tabloid fuel, their private pain dissected daily for entertainment. Every show, every blog, every YouTube channel had an opinion. Some sympathetic, others brutally judgmental. Amid the chaos, a surprising voice entered the conversation: Judy, Mendeecees' mother. She sat down for an interview where she defended her son, saying he's not a bad man. He just makes bad choices sometimes. But when asked if she believed he had actually bought Erica a house, her answer was hesitant. "I don't know the full truth," she said softly. "But if he did, he'll have to live with that decision. If he did, he'll have to live with that decision." The clip went viral within hours. Viewers praised her honesty, while others accused her of enabling him. Either way, it reignited conversations about family loyalty and accountability. Behind the scenes, things took another twist. Erica's ex Safri reportedly reached out privately to Yandy, warning her that Mendeecees and Erica have been closer than people think. That message, leaked by someone close to Yandy's circle, became another headline, adding fuel to the fire. Suddenly, this wasn't just a story about a house, it was about trust, betrayal, and blurred lines that had been crossed long before the paperwork ever surfaced. For Yandy, each new revelation was both painful and liberating. She started to realize how deep the manipulation had run. Those long nights of defending him, those moments when she silenced her own doubts for the sake of peace, they all came rushing back. She had been loyal to a fault, and now she was done paying the price for someone else's mistakes. The legal battle dragged on, with both sides refusing to back down. Court dates were postponed, filings continued, and the media turned every update into a breaking story. But even amid the drama, Yandy began to find her strength again. She started focusing on her businesses, spending time with her kids, and reconnecting with people who genuinely supported her. Her energy changed. She was calmer, sharper, and less reactive. In one quiet moment, captured by a friend on video, Yandy was heard saying, "I'm not here to destroy him. I'm just here to protect myself." That clip struck a chord with fans everywhere. It was raw, real, and exactly what people needed to hear. A reminder that even strong women can reach a breaking point, and that walking away doesn't make you weak. It makes you free. Still, the tension between them lingered. They had shared too much history to simply erase it. But every interaction now felt like a negotiation between two people who used to speak the same language and now couldn't even find common ground. For Mendeecees, the silence was suffocating. For Yandy, it was healing. And as the case continued to unfold in court, one thing became clear. This was no longer about just one house or one act of betrayal. This was about power, respect, and the realization that sometimes love alone isn't enough to hold two people together when trust is gone. The legal battle stretched into its second month, and by now, the entire situation had turned into a storm no one could escape. Every entertainment blog, every gossip page. And even mainstream outlets were covering it as if it were the biggest breakup of the year. Paparazzi followed Yandy everywhere outside her office, outside her gym, even outside her kids' school. She handled it with grace, offering no comments, keeping her expression calm and unbothered. But those close to her knew she was exhausted. The emotional weight of it all was heavy. And yet she refused to let it break her. Mendeecees, on the other hand, seemed to be spiraling. He was rarely seen in public now, avoiding cameras and ignoring calls. Friends claimed he was struggling to process how fast everything had fallen apart. One friend said he thought she'd come back. He really believed she'd forgive him like she always did. But this time, Yandy's done. You can see it in her eyes. And that was true. Something in her had changed permanently. She wasn't angry anymore. She was simply finished. Meanwhile, the court filings began revealing shocking details. According to leaked documents, Yandy's legal team had uncovered not just one transaction, but multiple transfers linked to Mendeecees over the past few months, some of which allegedly benefited Erica indirectly. There were payments for renovation, designer furniture, and even landscaping services. All of it tied back to the same property. The revelations left fans stunned. Social media exploded with hashtags like #TheGiftHouseScandal and #YonDYV's Mendeecees. As people dissected every detail, Erica's reaction was as bold as ever. She went live on Instagram one night, smiling at the camera as she sipped champagne. "People love to make me the villain," she said with a smirk. "But I don't control what men choose to do. If a man wants to be generous, that's on him." Her words sent the internet into chaos. Some fans called her out for being insensitive, while others accused her of deliberately provoking Yandy. But Erica didn't seem to care. She was thriving in the attention, feeding off the chaos like it was oxygen. Yandy, however, didn't respond publicly. Her silence only made her seem stronger. Instead, she focused on her next legal move. Behind closed doors, her lawyer had begun discussing not just compensation, but also reputation protection, since Mendeecees' actions had allegedly caused financial and emotional damage to her brand. They were considering seeking a public apology as part of the settlement. It wasn't about money. Any merit was about accountability, but Mendeecees wasn't ready to back down. He felt cornered, embarrassed, and angry. "She's making me look like a monster," he told one friend. "I made one mistake, and she's turning the whole world against me." Yet deep down, he knew it wasn't just one mistake. It was a chain of poor decisions that had finally caught up to him. One night, Mendeecees showed up uninvited at a mutual friend's party, hoping to see Yandy when she arrived. Dressed elegantly but distant, he tried to approach her. The entire room went silent. "Yandy, please, can we talk?" he asked, his voice low but desperate. She looked at him for a moment, her expression unreadable. "There's nothing left to say, Mendeecees," she replied softly. "I've said everything in court." Then she turned and walked away, leaving him standing there, alone as whispers filled the room. That short encounter went viral after someone secretly recorded it. The clip circulated everywhere, with fans analyzing every frame. "She's done. One comment read. Another said, "You can tell he knows he lost her for good." Even celebrities chimed in, posting cryptic tweets about loyalty and consequences. It was no longer just a love and hip-hop storyline. It had become a cultural conversation about respect, betrayal, and the limits of forgiveness. The next blow came when a mutual business venture between Yandy and Mendeecees, Community Outreach Foundation they had co-founded, announced a temporary shutdown. The official statement cited internal restructuring, but everyone knew it was because of their personal fallout. The charity's closure hit Yandy hard. That project had been her pride, something she believed in deeply. But now, even that was collateral damage in the chaos. Privately, Yandy began reflecting on everything that had led to this point. Late one night, she confided in a close friend, saying, "I thought we were stronger than this. I really believed we'd make it through anything." Her friend replied gently, "You did your part. Yan, but you can't build forever on broken trust." Those words stayed with her. As for Mendeecees, guilt began to take its toll. Reports surfaced that he'd been trying to reach out to Erica, telling her to stop posting, to stop fueling the rumors. But Erica wasn't listening. She had her own agenda. And in one final act of defiance, she posted a photo that changed everything, a picture of a housewarming party, with a caption that read, "New beginnings, no regrets." The decorations, the furniture, even the walls, everything matched the leaked images of the property in question. It was the confirmation fans had been waiting for, within hours. Yandy's legal team filed an updated motion, including the new post as evidence. The court date was set for later that month, and by then, the internet was treating it like a boxing match, Team Yandy versus Team Mendeecees. Fans organized Twitter spaces, YouTube live discussions, even Instagram debates, analyzing who was right and who was wrong. Inside their private worlds, though, it wasn't about who won or lost. It was about pain. Mendeecees was seen leaving a courthouse looking visibly broken, refusing to answer any questions. A source close to him said he finally realized she's not coming back. This time, it's over for real. For Yandy, it was a mix of sadness and relief. She never wanted things to reach this point. Despite everything, she had loved him deeply. But now, standing at the edge of a new chapter, she felt something she hadn't in months. She started rebranding her life, putting her energy into her businesses and advocacy work. She posted motivational messages about healing, independence, and boundaries. Fans connected with her authenticity, and her following grew even more. Brands that had once hesitated began reaching out again. She was reclaiming her power, piece by piece. But behind that strength, there were still moments of vulnerability. Late at night, when the world was quiet, she sometimes found herself scrolling through old photos, birthdays, vacations, moments of laughter that now felt like they belonged to someone else's life. She wasn't angry anymore. She was just sad that love had turned into something so public, so messy, as the court date approached. Rumors surfaced that Mendeecees might settle privately to avoid further humiliation. His lawyers allegedly reached out to Yandy's team, proposing a quiet agreement. No interviews, no public apologies, just closure. Whether she would accept or not, no one knew yet. But one thing was clear to everyone watching. This wasn't just another celebrity scandal. This was a story of love, pride, and consequence, a reminder that even the strongest bonds can shatter when trust is taken for granted. And while the world kept talking, dissecting, and debating, Yandy had already made her decision. She was done looking back. The woman who once fought endlessly to keep her family together was now fighting for herself, and this time, she was winning. Herself, and this time, she was winning. And just like that, what started as whispers about a mysterious house has turned into one of the most talked about sagas in the love and hip-hop world. Fans everywhere are still trying to process the roller coaster of emotions, the betrayals, and the unexpected twists that left everyone stunned. Yandy's decision to walk out has shaken the foundation of a relationship that so many once admired. And the rumored court battle has only made things more intense. Some fans believe she made the right choice, standing her ground after feeling humiliated, while others wonder if there's more to this story than what's being shared online. Mendeecees has yet to give a full statement, but insiders hint that he's struggling to control the damage. As for Erica, the silence on her end is only fueling more speculation. Was the house really just a friendly gesture, or was there something deeper behind it? The truth might take time to surface. But one thing's for sure, this drama has everyone talking. If you've been following this story from the start, you know it's far from over. And as these rumors spread, fans are taking sides, debating loyalties, and questioning who's really telling the truth. Will Yandy and Mendeecees ever reconcile? Or is this the final chapter of their love story? Will the alleged lawsuit turn into a messy public trial? Or will they choose to settle things quietly behind closed doors? We'll be keeping a close eye on every update, every post, and every statement that drops next. So, what do you think really happened behind the scenes? Was Yandy justified in walking out? Or did misunderstandings spiral out of control? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get this conversation going. Don't forget to hit that like button if you think Yandy deserves better. And make sure to subscribe because this story is developing fast. You won't want to miss the next twist that could change everything.